Strike two. Boom. Greetings, greetings, wonderful people of the earth. Yeah, Janik, your host, Motivation Academy. Yeah, that's me. So, yeah, I started to transfer. Now it's almost done. Motivation Academy is almost transferred completely on what's the other platform? Odyssey. Odyssey. Yeah. The root cause of all the nonsense. It's what we're going to talk about today. And I thought it was like well chosen title to follow up on our talk of yesterday when I was talking about plants, gardening, the root cause of all the nonsense. Even in plants, when something goes wrong with a plant, it's not, it doesn't start from the air, it starts from the root. When you have a root rot, everything will die. So your plants will die. Like, I think that's the problem I'm having with the rosemary there. I think it's getting root rot or something. But when you get rotten inside, yeah, that's no good. That's no good. That's the root cause of all the nonsense. But the good news is we can all get out of our nonsense and start putting just, putting value on just that, just on relationship, just on interaction. Just that can solve. But we don't value, we ignore each other. We don't value really. We value some stuff, but it's all tangled together. It's all in the same matrix of stuff. Like, I think we should really explore, like, in the unknown of our emotion, in the unknown of our habits and stuff like that, just to break free from the nonsense. Because we pretend a lot here. We pretend we know what to do in every moment when we are very much out of alignment from birth. From birth, most of us from birth, we have been conditioned, conditioned to accept the reality as it is. Except for me, it's like, yeah, same thing. I've accepted so much nonsense in my life that this became the root cause. That's the thing. Not everyone, like PT said, often at the age of 17, 18, we should have a clear vision on what we want to become in life, what we want of ourselves, but no, it goes completely unnoticed. And for the sake of feeding the system or I don't know what, but we're so sometimes and the worst is we can be so much more than what we are. I know that for sure. I can feel it. But to get there, to get to the point where sorry, I have something bothering me on my nose. So yeah, we can be so much more just if we give ourselves the chance to be that much. We don't need to stay in the rut, like in the, like, you know. But I don't know. It depends what you want, what you see for yourself, how you see yourself. Because often what happens is we see the world as we see ourselves. So in our limited perception, perspective, and stuff, and we don't really venture outside of this concept that we've been given. Concept. Remember what I said yesterday about the root of the word sept. It's taken. So yeah. So the false fake confidence. That's another one. The false fake confidence, pretending that you are, but deep down, it's like most of us, deep down inside, it's filled with fear. filled with fear. And until you let that fear of pretty much everything, you won't start living. Like you to start living here, because we survive, survival, VAL. We are on survival, not SCR. We should be on survival. We should serve instead of being on survival. En français, survivre, survivre. Mais quand tu es sur quelque chose, tu es au-dessus de quelque chose. So we should serve, to be under, to know. That's why the word bless is not that much of a negative word, because be less than higher and divine. You have to be humble. Being humble, what it is to pretend that you're higher than everything in here. No, it's to know that you are less and you have work to do on yourself, and that can lead you pretty far if you give yourself the chance to put one foot in front of the other each and every day. Wow. And day by day, it's not something, I don't think we should, like, let's say you have a dream, you have a goal, because that's what I like to focus on here, to become all that we can be. I want to become all that I can be. So for me, it's stretching also outside the uncomfortable comfort zone each and every day, to just, and each and every day I do it, I feel more inspired. Why inspired? Because I breathe better. The breath is the order placer. Remember? So knowing, most people do not even give attention to how they breathe. This is, we're so out of alignment. It's sick. When I started to realize all this, all the misalignment within my being, I was like, wow. Now the nonsense you indulge in, all the addiction, but it's not because, like, addiction is a big word to me. You add to your addiction, like, it's not because you drink a beer here and there or this that you are addicted to drinking beer. That's not what I'm saying. Or an addiction is like, cigarette is a bad addiction. Cigarette is not really great to. It's not a great habit. And even if you are, I'm not judging you if you are a smoker, because you yourself, that it's not good. Like, there's some habits we have that we know it's not supporting us. So that's the work we have to do on ourselves. To get back into alignment is to really put the focus where it's needed, and not on addiction and stuff that is detrimental to our being. I know it doesn't happen from one day to another. Look, I have my own bubbles, my own stuff to work on, but so far, like, I know I'm going in the right direction. As long as you know that, I think you're in a good place to make great changes, more changes in your life. You start with small stuff. Start with small stuff, and then you get to master the big stuff. But you can't master the big stuff if you don't have a grip on the small stuff. So, like, your own being. Like, we cannot pretend that we're gonna fix the world if you cannot fix yourself. That's why going to protest and all that stuff, we have so much to work on ourselves, that even going out to pretend we're going to fix the world is ludicrous. It's crazy. It's nonsense. Because you can't even fix yourself. You can't even align yourself with higher and divine, with divine forces. And again, like, I'm talking to you about divine forces. It's just something I feel. But I feel it in the wind. Like, the wind to me is super powerful. I don't see it. Leslie. Bonjour, Leslie. Bonjour. Christ Green. Verlife. I've been a heavy smoker since 1977, and I do not cough or wheeze. Listen, this is also, it has to do with, I don't know. I'm not saying that you're gonna have emphysema because you smoke cigarettes. Not everyone end up like this, but it's not really. It's something we can. It's not necessary. That's what I'm saying. Not saying it's easy to quit smoking, but it's not necessary. You don't need it. You don't need it to live. Like you don't need all the nonsense we indulge in. Like we should focus on what is natural, what is supporting us. But again, like I'm here talking. I'm not judging you. I'm not having a judgment on smokers. I smoke pot myself. Like but not maybe that's it to the extent that. And again, exactly, it's a distraction. Yeah, it's a distraction. But I think we indulge in all these addiction also because of the misalignment within our bodies, within our being, and we don't know really that we are misaligned. That's the thing. We don't know nothing. We pretend to know, but we don't know nothing. So it's better to say you don't know nothing than to say you know something, because then you're pretending. So yes, blessing, Jenny, Highland girl. So that's it. So, and again, it's not because you smoke that you're gonna die, but in the present moment, it might be of a great value for you to maybe indulge in something else. That's what I'm saying. Just so you can. But again, I know it's not easy. Some people, some also, I'm very, very aware that some prefer to die than change their habit. Like habit is very, very strong. That's why it's habit has a lot of potential. Habits can destroy you, like it can build you up to the max. Like this is the thing. That's why habits are very important to be mastered, to have a grip, to know what's your habit and install new habits that are very much more uplifting than what you are experiencing with low vibration habit stuff. That's what I'm saying. But again, it doesn't happen from one day to another, but it could happen from one day to another. Like I don't think we need external forces to help us cure our addiction. Like your brain is very powerful, very powerful. Just you having that centrification and stuff would be enough to. But again, we lack confidence in ourselves to cure our addiction. So often that's why we keep them, because we don't think we can do it. We think we're going to suffer. We think, but in reality, we are suffering in the moment from the addiction. So you would suffer a lot less if you get rid of it than if you keep it. So yeah, dying wouldn't bother me, but I'll keep going. Yeah, like me, it is what it is. I'm sure we can like get to a place where we feel that. And again, I'm not saying that all this will kill you from one day to another and you cannot have clarity in your thoughts because you eat bacon or because you smoke cigarettes or this and that. Like I don't, it's just, I think, the energy will be much greater if we go with something natural. That's all I'm saying. Some have very huge energy also just by, you know, getting rid of addiction and focusing on more natural stuff, because there is a root cause to all the nonsense, and it's not pointing out of ourselves. I think we should point the finger to ourselves. That's why I said all the time, maybe again, they call it a demonstration. You know, they use that word a lot on the news and mainstream media. Demonstration, not a manifestation, but a demonstration. And there's the word demon in there. A demonstration. So get rid of the demon within. And demon is an anagram for monde. en français. Monde en français is world. Monde anagram is demon. And you do a demonstration. You see, so once I think it's so easy to to see and to perceive. Very easy to see and perceive what's going on with the world, with the word, if we just give ourselves the chance. We don't because we're distracted. That's what happened to me. That's my experience. I've been so long distracted with nonsense that this nonsense that I was getting each and every day became the root cause of my suffering and my anxiety, probably, and stuff. Like, anxiety can be debilitating, for sure. So, stay center. Try to stay center. It's not easy to get to that center, like I was explaining yesterday, in the middle of your thoughts. Like, that's why, when you do this, it's the middle. So maybe outside, the exit out is in the middle of our thoughts, but the middle of our thoughts, it's not in addiction and feeling and emotion and stuff. I think it's yeah. Nicotine is very hard to quit, for sure. Cigarette is, I think it's probably the worst uh, stuff to quit. I've never been a smoker of cigarette. Maybe when I was younger. When I was younger, I used to go into bars with my friend and drink beer, and then I would smoke. But I don't think I ever had a pack of cigarette on me. Like, maybe, like, you do it also to follow others at the beginning. At the beginning, you just think also when you're young and you smoke that you feel like a grown up and stuff, and that stays after all your life, because often once you start touching that thing, it's hard to let go after. Yeah. So yeah, harder than hard drugs because of the brain receptors associated with it. Oh yeah, it's a powerful thing, for sure. Anyway, I'm just giving you my demons are keeping me alive. I think I have no motivation. That's why I watch you. Oh, yeah, I think you have motivation, Leslie. I think you do. To me, you look like a very, from what I see, what I can feel from you, you look motivated, honestly, with all the cooking you do and stuff, and you keep yourself busy. You say you work on yourself, exercising and stuff. Listen, sometimes we come back from far, so go easy on yourself. Don't say you have no motivation. I wouldn't do that. Say, today I will find the motivation to get what I have to do to get it done, and that's it. Like, this is your internal demon talking to you, saying you have no motivation, but you do. You do, because you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't even be here. So you are motivated to get out of all the rut and the nonsense, and that I have no. It might take you time. It might, like, sometimes it's hard to just, there's stuff also that can affect us, the health and stuff. I get it. Sometimes, like, Kim is affected by something. Sometimes it's hard to just build up on the build up the motivation and the will to keep going and stuff. I get it. I get it. Listen, I face many struggle, many. I had many struggles. Yeah, for sure. Look, an empty bank account, an empty belly will teach you lessons. Okay, and I have that in my life. My bank account was pretty much empty all my life, so it's been. But again, I don't put value on that so much. I never really put value on the material stuff. Like I said, I had my driver's license. I was 27 years old. The machines don't attract me. It doesn't talk to me at all. I saw them yesterday with their snowmobile in the field. I'm like, what's the fun of doing this? I don't get it. I don't. To me, it's a waste of time. But to them, it's not, because it's something that they love. We love our distraction. This is the thing. We love our distraction, and we say it. So we just keep going and keep going and keep going. I'm not saying that a snowmobile is not useful in places where you need it, like up north or whatever. in Alaska in the middle of the like. You're gonna need something probably to make your life easier. But I'm just saying. Anyway, it's not my thing. Machines are not really my thing. I focus on beings. I prefer focus on the being, on me, on you, on the uplifting humanity and doing my best during the time I'm here instead of I don't know. Never been my thing. Anyway, it was not destined to be on the snowmobile, I think. Yeah. But anyway, it depends what kind of sacrifice you're willing to make also. No? If you're not willing to sacrifice, to let go a bit of your distraction to evolve, you'll be stuck in that paradigm for the rest of your life. And you're going to think it's okay. Like people don't see nothing wrong with what they do. They think it's completely right and that this is life. This is life. Being distracted and stuff and watching TV and stuff, this is life. But life is much more than that. Once you disconnect from the nonsense, especially the TV, your life will change. Your life will change forever because this is the main thing that we go to when we, I don't know, feel maybe down or something. We watch TV or when we want to be. It's one of the biggest distractions is the TV. Honestly, shut it down. Shut it down. You'll see. I did it. It's not something I will never have the news playing on TV in my house ever again. Ever. I don't want to hear about it. I'm done. It's all nonsense. It's all a bunch of deceptive concepts or there's some truth there. Like I'm not saying everything is a lie, but there is a lot, and there's a lot of manipulation going with frequencies and stuff like this. So if you are unaware of what you are doing, like exactly the distraction, same thing. It's a frequency. Everything is frequency, vibration, and energy. Who said that? Tesla, I think, said that. Vibration, energy, frequency. So raise your frequencies, and they will radiate them. They will radi love. Yeah, I went 15 years in my 30, 40s without. Yeah, it's the best. To me, it's the best. Probably the one of the best move I made in my life to emancipate from that. All that nonsense was getting rid of the TV, honestly, and I do not want it back. When I want to watch something, I just go on the internet. But even today, I go watch sometimes the stuff in Ukraine. Like yesterday, I was watching what was going on there, but it's all like it's nonsense. It's not what they show is nonsense. Not even real images. Sometimes it's video game stuff, and I can prove it to you. I found not me, but Cindy sent me something. It was a video game images. So but people don't use scrutiny. They don't use scrutiny in what they watch and what they hear and what they read. So it goes unnoticed and it program you, condition you to think. Once you put awareness on what you are reading, what you are seeing, and all this, and you question it and you use scrutiny, none of this will happen. Like it's just a matter of using your senses, using scrutiny, using your sense of common sense. Like you're gonna see, like I said in one of my video, I think I did that a long time ago. I had my face on the side like this, and I said, "Wake up, people, NASA, it's all fake. It's all fake. You know, wake up. If you look at their stuff, you're gonna realize that there is a lot of fakery. Not only the space stuff, the whole world. The whole world is filled with the. So if you attach your vibration to that's you're gonna be in those low vibration. That's why I said leave it. Leave the low vibe. Like if you're completely magnetized to those nonsense, just leave it for a while and see how you feel. You're gonna see day by day. Maybe at the beginning, you're gonna feel like you're missing something. You're yeah, but in the long run, it's very beneficial for your being to focus on you instead of focusing on stuff outside of yourself. Yeah, that might be better. So yeah. Anyway, I'm just giving you my experience here. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not. You take it or you don't. You take what's good here and you discard the rest. Sometimes I might say stuff also that doesn't resonate with you, reason love with you, but it might. Anyway, you take what's good, you discard the rest. There's no pressure here. We're just in the midst of waking up from all those years of sleeping and sometimes sleeping very tight. Some have light sleep. They're not hard to wake up, but some are sleeping deeply into a deep sleep. Me, I think I was a sleeper, but I was very close to awakening. Like I was anyway, like I went to Sam yesterday and we were talking about the beginning of our journey into this clarity, clarifying the nonsense of this world. It's so the worst is when you talk about it, it's like Twilight Zone, literally, because it's so absurd that we cannot see it, that we cannot even grip the fact, have a grip on the fact that we are alive and we have something to do here. No, we pass our life distracted. Your job is a distraction. Everything is a distraction. Not saying you don't have to work to bring bread home or stuff, but you can make your own too. But anyway, you have to work. You have to. We live in a world that we need money in order to buy goods or stuff. I'm not yet so self sufficient, but eventually. But even that, like I said, you're always at the mercy of the. Me, I would say, don't focus so much on the self sufficiency and stuff. Focus on you, like trying to be in the middle of your thoughts and exit the middle of through the middle of your thoughts. And just this is such an exercise, but that's the key here, is to block those negative thinking. And also, too much positive also is no good. So you gotta be in the middle, like, and really exit through the middle of this. So yeah, so I'm gonna get the book. I'm sending the book to a publisher. I found someone to publish my book. It's gonna cost me like, it's not that much, $700, $700, and they put it everywhere. They don't print like it's, but I might keep shopping for that because I find it expensive for each book. Like if I want to have book, like I don't get it. I saw books with hardcover selling for like $25. I have some here. The price is on it $25, and these people are charging me close to a $40. One guy I called, he was charging me $100 per book. I'm like, you crazy, you? I said we're gonna stop talking right now, but it's a bit much. I don't want to. It's not something I want to make money with. It's not about money. I told him. He said, "What? Why are you doing this?" He said, "Why are you writing a book, Yannick?" I said, "Certainly not for making money with that. Money is not my goal. I don't give a fuck." But the the principle is to share awareness, to spread awareness, to not that I have the full awareness of everything, but I'm aware of my being. I'm aware that I have capability and powers, and I can reach those powers. So I'm working on it each and every day. Either it's writing, talking, whatever it is. I don't know. I'm just doing my thing here on Earth, and you might attach to it, you might not. You might feel the vibe. It's up to you. Like there's nothing forced here, and I will never ever force it on anyone. It doesn't change anything that the neighbors see it, or it's the world is so big. The world is so big, and there's so many beings, so many beings. That's why thinking of changing anything outside before you start with you. It's waste of time. Waste of time. Hence why protests are a waste of time. Because you haven't done the work on yourself. Because if you would have done the work on yourself, you wouldn't be out there with a flag. Okay? You wouldn't. You would drop the flag. Tu lâcherais tes drapeaux. Lâchez vos drapeaux. Because what they have succeeded to do is you believing in your nationality. They have succeeded until I started to let go to make me believe that I was Canadian and to be proud of being Canadian. You know, this is the thing. There's so much pride in being Canadian. You know, everybody in the world, oh, you're Canadian. Like, what's the big deal? I'm an earthling. Canada has nothing to do with me. And I do not recognize it even. I do not even recognize it. There's no border. The borders for me are the ocean, the mountain. When you have a mountain to climb to get onto another land, this is a border. But there's stupid nonsense. I don't care. I don't. That's why when the first mistake we do is attach to our nationality and believe in it and enforce it. Like I am Ukrainian or I am a Canadian or American or like. So the nonsense that this is all part of the nonsense, and that's what they have succeeded doing in many beings and make them believe that they were worth it because they had a nationality or they had something to be proud of. You're proud of your filth inside? Like clear the filth inside, and you're gonna see once you clear that filth inside, you're not gonna be out with a flag, I promise you. That's for sure. Contact the Gita Press in New Delhi, India. They are printing publishing houses. Ah, good. Gita Press, good. Thanks, Norm. That's what I'm saying. I gotta find someone because that doesn't make sense. $100 per book, like total nonsense. So I before I do anything, yeah, I will keep shopping. I will look, Norm, at the information you give me there. That's why I like doing these things. I like to come here and just exchange with you because that's what we do. We exchange ideas. We exchange life. Yeah. So they can print your book for a good price, Norm. Let me write this down. Gita Press in New Delhi, India. Gita Press, New Delhi. Okay, I wrote it down. I will check this out after. Yeah. So anyway, so I think it's just a process, also a process of getting there to this, what I was talking about, alignment or something. I was talking about something before we go on with the book. But it's going to be a great book. It's going to be a great book. It should help a few too, because some people like to read stuff more than hearing me with the book or stuff. Like it's good sometimes to just take it and go in nature, sit under a tree, read a book. But the thing with books is we can easily be hooked. That's why it's called a book. That's why it's called a book. You can be hooked. And sometimes, like I read, but I tend to really be selective in what I read, especially books, because of the grammar. Because I know that's a program. So before I start ingesting all kinds of words and stuff, yeah, I'm selective in what I read. PT's book, wonderful piece of literature. There is a whole bunch of good books out there. I'm not saying that there's no, but again, like, do you want to reach an audience that is sleeping tight, or you want to reach an audience that is awake and aware? Like, I target people that are stuck in the rut really more, but not only that, but I want to get those to feel the vibe, to feel the vibe, to one day maybe send something with this life. and maybe get out their nonsense and their suffering. So for that, do I need to go on and modify the whole grammar and stuff and despell words? And not so much. So that's why I think probably I'll do like a grammar stuff, and I won't despell so many words in it like I think I should. They can print your book for a good price. Yeah, I'll check that out. So yeah, day by day, day by day, each and every day, doing something, and we're gonna get it done eventually. Like, but for the book, yeah, I don't think I will dispel so many words, and I want to make it easy for because this is the basic. Like for some, there's years of programming, of conditioning and stuff. So it's really starting from the base. The base, that's what we need. So is the base the dispel the etymology, the Babylonians and the Sumerians and this and that? Is that the base of you seeing the light one day? No. So the base is really you working on yourself, feeling that motivation, feeling that awe with life, feeling that bliss, that that super energy first, and then you can take on greater challenges. If you don't feel the energy, you don't feel capable, you don't have self-esteem, how do you want to get there? So you have to build all these stuff up within your being, and then you can take on bigger challenges. Like that's what I did. I started slow. I didn't start live and direct on YouTube from one day to another. That was for me. I remember when I started doing those live, it was nerve wracking for me. Like I was really not nervous, but I was like it was big. So but I started little. I started with my GoPro on the side of the river and just talking with the GoPro, and did that over 3,000 times before I felt I was like maybe ready for something else. So sometimes it can be a long haul before you get to the top of your mountain. But if you stop in the middle, that's settling for mediocrity. Do you want to settle for mediocrity? No, you want to settle for when you're on top, settle. But even that, it's hard to get to the top. But the top of your being, the top of your own mountain. You don't have to get on top of anyone else. That's the thing. I'm not in competition with anyone. I don't have nothing to prove but to myself. So I'm not here. If you start with those mindset, if we start with great mindset and tackling a task at end, it's done. But give yourself the chance. No problem. I really think they are the right. Good, good, Norm. I will certainly, right after this talk, Kim is making breakfast. After my breakfast, I'm getting on to this. Then I got to keep transferring my stuff to Odyssey. I will live stream also on Odyssey. So eventually I will get out for YouTube anyway. I can't talk too much here. I have to check what I'm saying. They censor everything. Like I like to talk about stuff that is reality, what relates to reality, not fakery and fiction and distraction. And if you do that on YouTube, you're okay. If you just talk about nonsense and history and this and that and all the nonsense that you're used to hear on TV, well, you're gonna have if you spread the news, the Babylonian news, and it's okay. But if you talk about reality stuff, like what's really occurring in our world, you might get in shit with YouTube. So that's why eventually I will move out of this corporate tube. It's not YouTube anymore. I don't think I'm involved. First of all, just try to reach YouTube customer service. Try to reach YouTube in any way. Good luck. Where I go on what's the place? Odyssey. You can reach them very easily. You can even chat with the people responsible of the platform. So yeah. And yeah, microdosing on mushroom. Yeah, that's the new thing. That's the new thing. Microdosing on mushroom. I looked into it. I was gonna buy some mushroom stuff. You can find it on the internet. Magic mushroom dispensary.ca. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's the site I went. But for Canada, But yeah, here, the little mushroom. Yeah, that can be also. I've done mushroom when I was younger. I did a lot. Actually, I did a lot, quite a bit of mushroom, magic mushroom with my friends when I was. I always liked it. I always liked it more than I did the LSD also in the buvard. We used to have buvard. You know those little square paper LSD buvard. We used to call them buvard. I did quite a few of those. Quite a few. We were very much into psychedelics and stuff when I was younger, around the age of 16, 17, 15, 16, 17, with my friends. Some were more into it than me, but I always liked the. It's a different feeling of being. It's worth, like, I would redo it again today for sure, especially the mushroom. It's a bit similar to LSD. No? A little similar to LSD as to what the feeling and stuff and the euphoria. And yeah, I remember to you can, even if you take a big dose, you can probably have hallucination and stuff, see things you wouldn't see. Like, I think these old psychedelics has potential also to make us see other dimension, other stuff in the reality that we don't normally see when we are in our conditioning programming mind. So I don't advocate for it. You do it if you feel like it. You do it. You do what you want. Like, I'm not here to. I'm not a pro mushroom. I don't eat mushroom. I haven't done that since I'm 18 or 19. 18 maybe last time I did mushroom. Even before. So, but I'm looking into it honestly. I would like to do it again, especially in the state of being that I am now, with clearing a bit of nonsense and confusion inside. Like, it would be interesting to try. Yeah, no, I think it can be very beneficial also for. Yeah, I did some acid back in the day. It gave me, yeah, acid. I always liked. Honestly, I've tried pretty much everything. Me, I tried pretty much everything, and I don't regret it. I do not regret it because that's part of who I am today. I can even talk about it because I have experienced it. So, but if I would go back, yeah, would I redo it again? Probably because I don't. Yeah, I have a friend. Yeah, and even in some places, it's psychedelics. They use it as medicine for uh, psychiatric treatments and stuff. Yeah, sometimes we're for people, I think, that are schizophrenia. They use that. It has the potential to probably heal also from some stuff going on inside, like ayahuasca. Ayahuasca would like to try that stuff. I would like to try that stuff, but shrooms help. Yeah, I think it's going to give you. I'm not saying you should do an ounce of mushroom per week. Eat first of all, it's a nasty taste, so you need to. I never really liked the taste of it, so I had to camouflage the taste a bit. But today you can have it in pills form. In pill form, you can just, like I said, go check. I think it's magicmushroomdispensary.ca, and you can order it online. Like, it's not some even like weed. Like, you can order anything online if you want. If you look deep enough, you can order anything online. That's the thing. It's not really a secret. Reset the neurotransmitter. That I don't know. I don't know what it does inside. I never really look inside my brain and stuff, but it could be, it could do some kind of reset in there. But it felt good. I never felt really bad doing mushroom. And yeah, the people used to eat it. Like, if we go back in the time of shaman and stuff, the shaman used. That's why the magic mushroom is the Amanita muscaria. I think that's the one you see in the background. I don't know if you hear me. The Amanita muscaria. This is the Santa Claus story. That's why Santa Claus is red and white. That's what I heard. Makes sense. But yeah, and Santa Claus, that's it. He goes from houses to houses delivering gift. Well, the shamans used to take mushroom and go from houses to houses delivering those mushroom. and the mushroom is like this, red and white. If I'm not mistaken, this is stuff that I have talked about that stuff here before, but it's a bit far in my memory, so I'm trying to re-tap into it. But yeah, I think the name is Amanita muscaria, something like that. This is why it is being used for anxiety, depression, PTSD, etc. Increases productivity, many benefits. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna this week. Look, what we're gonna do. I'm gonna buy some this week. Okay, this week I'm gonna get onto that magic dispensary thing, and I'm gonna get some here, and I'll show you. I'll get an ounce. I'm gonna buy an ounce of mushroom, and I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna do it. Maybe I'll come here on mushroom. Maybe I'll come and talk to you on mush. That should be interesting. We should have a good laugh. I don't know. I'll see, but I think it's better. I always prefer doing this in the nature setting. Honestly, you go outside in nature. It's the best because you might feel anxious inside or so I always have preferred doing that outside. When we were younger, me and my friends, we just used to walk the town and do stuff like that and go around and yeah, it's better outside, I think. They can load my stocking up. I have lethargy most of the time, but I'm wide awake all the time. It's weird. Yeah. No me Leslie Suzanne from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Yeah, man. She's here with Kevin. Kevin, I know Kevin is probably watching now. Or no, maybe Kevin's not there. What's things like down at the chilling spot? I see. Oh yeah, it's icy now. Now at the chilling spot, it's icy. It's especially now today. It's raining. It's 9 degrees, so it's gonna be very slippy and stuff. No? So no, the chilling spot. I'm getting back there this summer. That's for sure. You're gonna see me again there, and on the kayak, and I have all kinds of project, nature project. But yeah. Yes, Kevin is tuned in as well. He just doesn't log in. Yeah, I know. I know that. Kevin is discreet, like the Freemason. Discreet. Hey, we should have another great talk with Franco this Friday. That's another thing. Yeah. Talking about Freemason. My wife was saying, so when are you going into Freemasonry? I'm like, no, I have no intention really to get in there. It's not. It's intriguing the whole Freemasonry thing. I now next Friday we're gonna dive deep into the symbols and stuff. Like I'm gonna ask him a lot of stuff. I still have so much written. I think Franco is gonna be with us on the Truman Show for a while because so much questions. The costume, some stuff about why do they put the white glove in this and Santos. This I'm trying to have Santos, but Santos I see him all over the place lately. There's all kinds of video of him. He's loaded up for the next 3 weeks. Last time I talked to him was a week or a week and a half ago. But I didn't talk to him. We were texting each other. But he's telling me that he's very busy right now. He's booked for the next 3 weeks. But I will have Santos again, definitely. I will harass him. He won't say no. I will harass him. So he will have no choice to say yes. Santos. And it would be very interesting today to have Santos again because I have kind of evolved into all this, the astrology, the theology, all the stuff. I have more clarity today than when I received Santos at the beginning. To me, I was freaking out when Santos came on the Truman Show. I was freaking out. To me, this is one of the. I really like Santos. I think he has great knowledge of this multiverse. Maybe he doesn't have the total knowledge or all the and again, I don't agree with everything he's saying, or I don't buy everything. Like there's some stuff like urine therapy and stuff. I'm not really into that. And again, I'm not saying it's no good, but it's not my thing. I don't know about it. Never tried it. Never did it. It's not really my thing. But there's other stuff he talked about that really interests me, like that hydrogen stuff. The video he did with Hydrogen Man. Go watch that. This is something. But again, like, is it just a hype again, the hydrogen? Or is it? I think it's very beneficial, definitely. It's the God molecule. Like Santos explains it, it's the God molecule. And I like what he said yesterday about God, too. He was talking about God in a video. I was listening to him with a girl. I go on YouTube. I make video on YouTube, but I go a lot on YouTube also to listen to stuff. That's what I do. Like at night, I don't watch movies so much anymore. I go and like listen to Santos or other beings on YouTube that do informational stuff and great videos. So yeah, Santos is very busy. Has had a hard. Yeah, he shared the many deaths, illness, but he is strongly back in Mexico. Like the, yeah, he's been having a rough patch, Santos, for the last 10 years. He's talking to me about it. Yeah, lots to do with his itchiness and stuff. But listen, we all have. I have neck tension sometimes so bad that I walk crooked. Like I something happened to me last summer. I told you I started to walk all crooked. I was for 2 months on my ass because tension in my neck. I don't know what the fuck it is, but sometimes it come and get me. So we all have our stuff debilitating us on one way or another. But I think we have the potential to recover from it. Like I'm not gonna stay stuck with that all my life. Like I think it was an episode, part of, and it was needed to have that episode. I don't think anything happened for no reason. That was to make me realize some stuff, either about posture or something else, but it had to do with waking me up on something. So I do not take anything negative. So I think that's why, yeah. We should take the Motivation Academy to Cancun. I was thinking with my wife to move to Mexico. I almost field trip. Yeah, yeah. I would love it. I would love it. I'm in Norm. I'm in Norm. Yeah, we should get together with Santos there. But I've been looking into relocating into Mexico with wifey. Wifey is fully in, but it's just we have to. I'm into it. Like I'm not personally. I wouldn't mind moving to, like, but Jamaica. Yeah, it's another place. You're saying Jamaica. But Mexico, me, I would like to go to Belize. Honestly, Belize is a great place also to live. Eventually, eventually it might happen because Canada is getting really bad. This is bad here. I think it's a free country. Come again in Quebec. Quebec, I think, is the worst of all the. I don't know how many provinces there is. 10. It's probably the worst. I live in the worst province. Trust me, it's bad here. It's beyond bad. It's sick. It's just to think about it, it makes me kind of rage a bit. I'm gonna go on to a rant about Lego again. No, never mind Lego. Mexico, you might think about getting out of Canada the way it is looking. Yeah, not looking too good. No, could take the. Oh no, here it's getting very bad. Bad Canada, bad, bad place. Do not come here if you think it's no. That's why we're looking into eventually probably relocating into Mexico. Seems like a great place. Kim would love it. Kim is fully in the vibe of the Mexican vibe. So now I'm gonna leave you because I can hear the dishes upstairs. So I think she's getting ready and she's gonna give me a call soon on my and say, "Husby, let's go." But I will be probably back tonight or something like that. I'll see. USA is bad too. Yeah, the whole North America. USA and Canada, not much difference. Not much difference. It's Canada, they're loyal to the Queen, and but they're loyal to the Queen also. Like the whole thing is in London. That's why it's called Baby London. So Baby London. So everything originates from London, and then you have the London is the financial branch. USA is the military branch, the political branch, and the existential axial branch, the Vatican. So you have the three. So that's the three, the crown that they wear, the three thing. Yeah. So listen, and Canada, where's Canada like that? Canada. Talk to me about Canada. Anyway, I've never really took any pride into this anyway. Never been a real big fan of flags and stuff and politics, and I knew there was something weird in there. And today I know more than ever that it's not really uplifting, so I've let go. But that's it. USA is bad too. Don't be fooled. But I think Canada could take the case to change. Santos can help with these instructions on how to move. Yes, he offers all the service, all the relocation services, uh, legal paper, Babylonian paper, and all that. Yeah, he can deal with all this. So definitely, he could maybe in the next 2 years, maybe or something. But eventually, definitely relocating into Mexico. I love Mexican food. I love avocados. I could finally have an avocado tree in my yard. Probably. Imagine I would freak the having an avocado tree in my yard. Oh my, and all the gardening I can do all year long. You know, here I'm stuck in snow and cold temperature half of the year. Finish. Mexico, baby. Woo! So yeah, it might happen one day. I'm putting the vibe out. I'm speaking it into existence to the atmosphere. Yeah. So large up, I'm out, and I'll be avocado bagels. Yeah. Bagels. It's bagel day today. I might make a few because it's raining anyway, so can't really venture. Then the price of the gas, sick. The price of the gas. Last year at the same date here, last year or the year before was 76 cents a liter. It's now today $1.90 a liter. So yeah. So large up, I'm out. Anyway, you should walk or bike or buy a bicycle. If you complain about the price of the gas, buy a bike. And I used to bike from the Olympic Stadium in Montreal all the way to the Échangeur Turcot by bike each and every day to work 12 hours a day when I started to work at my job there in Montreal, plastic company. Yeah, I was doing it by bike. I never had a driver's license, so I was using metro, bus in the winter, and my bike in the summer. Always loved, prefer, yeah. And then also when you travel by car, you don't get to see the scenery. At least when I go with my bike, I can look around. You see all the beautiful beings around and plants and stuff. Yeah. So full joy, your breakfast, Jenny. Okay, I'm going there. Enough love to all. Going to do your good. Then maybe walk. The rain went west. So large up. I'm out. I might be here later on. Just check on the channel or like, share, subscribe, press the bell button or whatever it is, and you're gonna know when I go live. If you want to join again for an upliftment and progress session, because that's all it's all about. It's about upliftment and progress. Large up, Kevin. Big thumbs up for Kevin. Big large up. Leslie, Island Girl, Norm, Vidtuo, or Island Girl, Suzanne, la belle Suzanne de Ann Arbor, Michigan. Yeah, you're also wonderful and beautiful because you show the beauty of your being here. Just coming in the chat like this is great. It's great. It's great. I like that. I like that. Yeah. See you later, bro. Norm. Large up, Norm. Big. Large up for Norm. I will check your stuff about the printing of the book and I'll let you know later on what comes out of it. I might even call them today or get in touch through internet or something. So, large up. Boom. I'm out.